Gnarly Mountain Cookies, and Zack Weiss is going to join me in just a second. Hi, I'm Greg Hollenbach, and it's season's eatings, and we love to talk about food, but especially local food. Now's the time where you have a choice. Food is so expensive, and you can either have a faceless, nameless, mass produced food, or you can have some delicious local food. And that's what we're going to talk about right now as I introduce to us Zack Weiss from Gnarly Mountain Cookies. How are you?
Great, Greg. Thanks so much for having me, and thanks for what you do for all of our small businesses.
Oh, you bet. I mean, what a pleasure it is. And let's talk about product and cookies and all of the things. I mean, first of all, think about it. It is the holidays, and people are probably eating cookies and cakes and candies and all of those delicious items. But this is a year round passion project for you. This is something that you've been doing for quite some time. And we want to learn about your business. And then we want to learn about how we get these gnarly cookies. That's for sure. Talk about Gnarly Mountain Cookies, Zach, would you?
Yeah, actually, it started out as a seasonal project. We really thought it was just going to be a few months. Started it in 2020 during the holidays, and I kind of saw what was going on with a lot of cookie projects around the entire country, and wanted to do it ourselves, and we want to do something a little bit more Colorado centric. And a COVID baby was Gnarly Mountain Cookies, another one on there.
Show me a cookie.
You got it. So here's one in the packaging. All of them do come individually packaged with our snowboarder. That is the dude. He's snowboarding there right on the front.
Yes. Can you open that baby up? I want to look at I want like I'm eating
Yeah.
it right now. Let's dig
Okay.
into that cookie.
All right. So here's our horchata cookie. Got some butterscotch chips. We got some white chocolate chips. So all of our cookies are enormous and they're all soft. So we slow bake all of them. And because they're so big and there's so much surface area, they stay soft too.
I was going to ask you about that. Those are some big
Mhm.
cookies, Zach. Have you been able to eat a full cookie? Now I'm a cookie monster. I can eat a full cookie. How about you? Is that I mean, obviously you want it as fresh as it could possibly be. So is this a shareable item or let's go get a cookie? Why'd you decide to make big cookies?
You know what? A lot of reasons. I kind of they're kind of more of a dessert than just a cookie. They're definitely shareable. They're huge. They're 4 ounce doughs at the very smallest. And we wanted people to notice them, and we wanted kind of the size of it to be a really good experience. We want people to have some left over and take them with them, throughout and have them for a snack later.
All right, so tell us about the variety of cookies that you have. But I want to do something a little different. That cookie that you just opened up,
Mhm.
do you mind if I would do it, but can you start eating that cookie and let's see by the end of the interview if that cookie can be gone. I know you need some milk too, right?
It's been a while since I think I finished a full one. I think now because I'm always trying them, I have a bite here and a bite there, but they might be too big to finish. I'll tell you, especially
Uh,
in the time of this interview.
so what flavor is that again?
This one's our horchata.
Horchata.
So
Oh man, I love
horchata's always been one of my favorite flavors. I've never really been able to have a lot of dairy. Um, so I'll go to some local ice cream shops, and just because it's made with the rice milk, the horchata flavor usually is. Then I was always able to get it, and this has been on the menu since the very very beginning.
Yeah, we're talking to Zach Weiss from Gnarly Mountain Cookies. And again, you think about the holidays and you think about, well, what are some local brands that I can have and perfect for stocking stuffers? But Zach, if people want to say they're watching this video today and they go, you know what, I want some of Zach's cookies. I want to try a Gnarly Mountain cookie. Where can they get them?
Well, there's two ways. You can go right to our website, which is gnarlymountancookies.com, or you can visit one of your local shops. On our website, you can see where under the Where's Gnarly section, you'll see a ton of places. We're carried probably about 40 or 50 places around the Denver area. And now we're definitely in a lot of mountain towns as well, up in Vail, Aspen, Breck, Grand Junction, a few places in Wyoming as well. So we're growing really, really fast. And, we love the idea of you guys going into all these other small businesses and supporting them. So either way, right from our website, where you can find a place that's carrying us.
I know. All right, let's get a little nerdy a bit. This is what you and I both love. And
Mhm.
it's like, how can local business support local business? And how can we have that flavor, that terroir, or that taste of Colorado in a cookie, since it is a gnarly mountain cookie? Talk about some of the relationships and some of the relationships that you'd like to build because the modern eater, we travel the state of Colorado, we
Yeah.
talk to producers and manufacturers, and there are other products that go into a cookie. Go from there.
Yeah, so there's not. We try to keep it a pretty small amount of ingredients, but the ones that we do, we think about, and moving forward, that's really going to be a point of attention for me is how we grow and what we're using to grow. The idea with Gnarly Mountain is to find some local brands and to kind of bring awareness to them and work with them and, for a variety of reasons. I think it's really important to support local. I don't think there's probably a more important thing, food wise around. And we're doing our best to build some relationships with some local companies. Currently, we do our car bomb cookie we used to use 10 barrel, but now we're using Prost Brewing. We use their beer in our dough along with a whiskey grenache, and we do an espresso glaze on there. So that's just one of our fun flavors. Um, Actually, Greg introduced me to a new cornmeal company out of Southern Colorado, Bow and Arrow, that I just talked to, and we're going to start doing our Colorado sweet corn cookie with that one. We're working on a new root beer float company, root beer float cookie, and we're going to find a local root beer company for that one too.
Oh, wow.
There's just
Nice.
all kinds of ideas we're kind of coming up with, and
Yeah.
the more partnerships, the more collaboration, really the better, I think, for everybody.
Yeah, and here's what's cool. And think about this, you guys, as an entrepreneur that you are, and putting these things together. But local is everywhere. Local is in neighborhoods everywhere. And think about the concept of maybe if you were to grow and the taste of other regions and putting those local products together. There's just so much to think about. But right now, with the Gnarly Mountain Cookies, I got to backtrack a little bit. Gnarly Mountain, where'd you come up with the name?
I've had a few different businesses in the past, and I thought about this brand a very long time ago, and it just so happened it kind of came to fruition with the cookie business. I wanted something a little bit more edgy, a little bit more exciting. I did notice around the country that a lot of the cookie brands were, I'm not going to say boring, but not necessarily exciting and whimsical and fun. And I thought cookies was a specific product that should be. Um, so, all my years in the bartending business, I used to constantly notice people just in a trance watching all these Warren Miller videos and all these different ski and snowboarding videos, and I really thought that there was something there to that branding. And that's really initially where the Gnarly Mountain idea kind of came around. I also wanted to kind of create a place within a brand, hence the mountain.
Yeah.
And kind of, I thought there was a lot of stability to that, and I thought people would kind of really take to it, and it's proven to be true.
Man, cookies for life.
Mhm.
True. What a great business to be in. Do they have a nickname for you, Zach? Or are you the Cookie Baron or nothing yet?
No, we're gonna we're gonna hold off on that one
You know,
for a few years. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Thanks for letting us catch up with you. Give us the call to action. How can people find out more information? If they're a retailer, I'm sure the opportunities will be coming at you fast and furious. But how can people get a hold of you or learn more information about Gnarly Mountain Cookies?
Well, please, I mean, the website's always an easy way of going about. And again, gnarlymountaincookies.com. But our Instagram is super fun. You can see what we're up to. We're always in different places doing different cookie samplings and tastings. Whether it be like Lever's Locavore or Improper City, places like that where there's, very community oriented. I try to get in there and hand out cookies and kind of get our name out. I'll be doing a lot of these new samplings up in the mountains coming up here soon. But please follow us on Instagram, check out our website, and kind of see where we're at. And feel free to reach out. I see everything we're doing in this business, so we won't miss any emails. If you are a local business that wants to carry Gnarly Mountain, we'd love to talk to you. We have a few distributors, or else we can talk ourselves.
Oh, that's so cool. All right, let me put a ribbon on this baby right here. And such an honor and a pleasure to catch up with another great Colorado company. And Zack Weiss with Gnarly Mountain Cookies. If you want to be Zach and you want to be featured on the Modern Eater Show, please, by all means, reach out to me. Just direct. It's right to my email, greg@themoderneater.com. And this time of year, I mean, honestly, your wallets are open, your purses are open, you're looking for cool, creative ideas, and supporting a local company with a face of good, nutritious, delicious food with simple ingredients. That's what we want to try and bring you. And I appreciate your time today. And look out for more of these on themoderneater.com and also our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channel as well. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you down the road.